Hi, everybody, and welcome to the next step in getting your new construction home. Before I start, two apologies. First, I want to apologize for any banging that you hear in the background. If you buy a new construction home, you're pretty much going to move into the middle of a construction zone if you're not the last house to be built. So if you guys hear any banging or hammering in the background, that's because someone is actually getting their home built at this moment. Secondly, no makeup. The reason why is because I'm developing a style, and so you don't put makeup on top of that. But I didn't want to stop me from making my videos. So you're just gonna get regular old Tiffany face and hope that you can bear with me. The last video I talked to you guys about your pre-construction meeting. And some of you guys commented below who bought new construction homes that you never got that meeting, which was pretty sad. It helps solidify everything you picked, and you can sort of make sure that you and the builders are on the same page, which kind of sucks that some people didn't get that meeting. That meeting made me feel 10 times better. So this meeting is about, this video is about your very next meeting, which is your pre-drywall inspection. And that sounds exactly what you think it is. Before they put up any drywall, you look through your home and make sure that anything that doesn't require drywall is there, like any structural changes. So my morning room, it was here without drywall. If I had came in here and there was a humongous wall there, I would have been like, hey, I got a morning room. Where is it? They would have been like, oh, snap. And next thing you know, a hole would have went through there. They're having people who went through their pre-construction, their pre-drywall inspection and saw they were supposed to have a skylight and the skylight wasn't there. So that meeting is extremely necessary. Now, one thing they strongly advise you do is get an inspector, because having someone inspect your home before the drywall goes up is like having somebody inspect your bones before skin goes on it. Imagine having someone inspect your bones and go, you know what? Everything looks good, but I can tell like by the time you're 40, you're going to have arthritis. So let's go and fix those knee joints now before they cause you an issue 40 years from now. That's what a pre-drywall meeting is. It's inspecting things that can go wrong with your home that you won't be able to see once your drywall goes up. So first thing I did was I looked up inspectors. So many inspectors popped up. My head was just spinning, and I thought to myself, what in the actual am I doing here? I have a realtor. Next thing I know, I'm calling Simone saying, Simone, do you know any inspectors I can call? Because this list out here is vast. She looked at me and was like, why did you even look at a list on the internet? You should just call me from the jump, girl. So she went ahead and she sent me 3 inspectors. I called all 3. One did not call back. The other 2 was pretty much a price issue. One price I just loved, and they said that, hey, we're going to give you a full printout, a PDF, take pictures, so you know everything we found from top to bottom. I picked them, and it was all in one inspection. I don't know if they're in other states or how they work in those in other places, but they were amazing. They got here before me, and they went through everything in the house. I didn't realize how much stuff they did until I got my report back. They had gone into the attic, took pictures of all the insulation. They got up to the roof and took pictures of the roof. They had gone all around a full 360 of the house. They had gone up and down and tested the stairs to the point where one guy was like bouncing on the step just to like make sure it was right. And when they were done, it was like, hey, your home is extremely well constructed. We think they did a really great job. My realtor was there. She kind of pointed out some things. She's like, oh, is this going to be an issue? He's like, no, that's just wood. He said, all wood is just not perfect. And that was the inspector saying, hey, wood is a nature-made thing. So even though you have these machines that slice it down perfectly, there's just going to be imperfections in wood, period. We noticed that a couple of the beams, the H beams, it was shaped like an H. but one of the middle part kind of came short for like a couple of spaces. My construction manager came by. He was like, okay, I'm just going to tell you why that happened. We went to go put the beam together. We realized that there was going to be a light switch there. We stopped. He said, we're going to pull that off before your drywall goes up. Don't worry about that. And they did. The next visit I came through, all those halfway boards were all gone, and it was still structurally sound. Um, me and my construction manager went through, and he showed me every option he can show me, because like I said, there was no drywall. So they didn't tell me about my upgraded cabinets or my appliances because they weren't there yet, because you had to put in drywall first. But he was able to show me my morning room. He was able to show me that, the holes for my speakers were already in the roof. He showed me the cans for the lights that were already there. He showed me where they had marked where the where the island was going to be, and on the floor where they had marked where the island was going to be, it said P with a circle for each pendant light, or where that was going to be above. So it solidified for me, every upgrade is there that I can visually see at this point. And my house was well constructed. By the time I got home, I would say an hour later, I had a message from All-in-One Inspections, a PDF, all these pictures that they took, which was amazing to have those pictures and to see where my home was at that point. I still have that PDF and I love it. Seeing, all these wood beams, and, this is where, my dining room was going to be. It was absolutely amazing to have that. And in that meeting, ask questions. One thing that my construction manager was able to tell me at that moment was exactly when my house would be done. So I believe the pre-drywall meeting was like February, March, around the time frame. And he told me then, you'll be ready by May, early May. Which was right, because the house was done by May 10th. I closed on May the 10th. So he was right. The house is done. But they're telling you that because you have, 45 to 60 days to get your loan. Now, remember, you got pre-approved. You got pre-approved for the base price of the house and the structural changes. You didn't, and once you got pre-approved, then you went to Design Center. So you have to go back again to get your final loan with all the Design Center charges added on. And that's going to be another video because that's a whole nother monster. But once you have that pre-drywall meeting done, you kind of put you at ease, because at least the foundation of your house and all the wood structure around it is safe and ready to go. And from this point on, it is full steam ahead. These guys do not stop. They want your house done, because the quicker they're done, the faster they can sell it. Then what else did I want to mention? Sorry, I'm kind of spacing out here. So you go to the house, but then my cousin called me. Hey, Stacy. She called me. It was like, one thing I saw that people do is they write Bible verses around their house. For you, this could be the Quran, the Torah. I don't know the book for the Buddha, but whatever religion you follow, people usually write things on the wood beams of the house. I asked my construction manager if I can do it. He's like, yeah, sure, people do it all the time. So we went through the house and we wrote like certain Bible verses around the house. I have one that was written on the beam in the kitchen. My mom built one that was like a prayer for all the people who built the house. My dad wrote a Bible verse in the living room. I wrote the names of all my niece and my nephews on their door frame, and I wrote my name in a couple of places. So it's just that feeling of knowing that it's there. It's that little thing inside of you that, you as a part of this house. It's something that builders actually do. Builders will leave things in the house, in the walls, like a newspaper, a picture of the crew, marbles, something that they know that is there, that is special to them in every house that they build. So knowing that these blessings are there for you every time you walk through your door, it does give you a sense of peace, a sense of calm. But don't go nuts with it. My builder told me that one person, by the time they were done, it looked like graffiti. They had marked every single beam in the house. I would say don't go nuts. And he was actually worried that someone had like walked into the home because at this point you really don't have doors yet. He's worried that someone had came in and like walked around and like graffiti their house, but they had did it. But I would say we have about 9 Bible verses all around the house and a couple names, and that's it. We didn't go nuts. But and all I used was a Sharpie, so it wasn't anything special that I used to write on the wood. But it does make you feel a little bit better, a sense that this is your home and this is where you're going to stay. So that's my next video for you guys. The next time we talk, it'll be about getting that final loan. Yes, you got pre-approved, but will you actually get approved? And yes, those are two different things. And I'll let you know what to do to get through it. Okay? Bye, guys. Oh, in tag. In life, there's black and white, but because I don't have my sister by my side, you are only getting one shade of gray. Bye.